Hi everyone, my name is Lucy Pottinger and I'm the manager of Grassroots Day Nursery in Salisbury Bridge, West Yorkshire. Despite being a private day nursery, we tend to identify ourselves more of a holistic family centre. Family support is at the heart of the care that we provide. We believe that in order to improve outcomes, we need to focus on the whole family, not just the child. In order for us to provide this service to our families, we need to ensure the care of our staff is our main priority. Grassroots' mission statement is actually a visual board that we have situated within the nursery. Our mission statement is something that we have never placed a great emphasis on before, but we're just starting to see the value in having this. Our team needs to see the common goal and ensure that they feel part of achieving it. We wanted to keep our mission statement simple with core values and our ethos identifiable within the day-to-day running. This isn't just a mission statement, it's a working document. The Grassroots family is focused on community values with an ethos of working together and caring for one another. We place an emphasis on looking after our most important resource in the nursery, our staff team. So how do we support our staff's wellbeing? Apart from all the formalities that come with having staff, we have a very laid-back management style. We don't micromanage our staffs every minute of the day. We offer support and guidance, and when they need it, we moderate the work, which feeds into the individual learning and development plan of each individual staff member. But we trust them as professionals. We have employed them as. We encourage individuality. We encourage them to be themselves. We don't have a uniform policy. They can have tattoos, they can wear their hair how they want and dress how they want. As long as it doesn't impinge upon our health and safety or food hygiene procedures, we're happy for them to be themselves. Trusting them to be professionals. We don't mind if they're discussing the teenagers' attitude with their room team while serving children snacks. They need to vent before they can work efficiently, and they need to do this with people they care about and trust. Children can be involved in the conversations. It's good for them to understand empathy, sadness, and other emotions that come with being a human being. Happiness, silliness, and laughter. Laughter is such good medicine. We're always teasing each other and having lots of jokes amongst the staff team and our children. Some of the children come from homes where they might never experience any of these emotions. So we find it really important that not only we provide safety and security, but we also provide fun and laughter too. Our culture of empathy. We go through hard times, and sometimes it always feels like one person has it more difficult than others. We have some staff with children, some staff without children. We try to be flexible for those who need it, and sometimes others have to pick up the slack, but one day it'll be the other way around. We're a team, and that's what it's about. We don't moan and we don't criticise. We support and help each other out where we can. We never know who's going to need the support. And isn't it nice to know that when you really do need that support, you have a work family that will be there for you. Valuing home life. We encourage staff to give their families or school mobile numbers so they can contact us if they need them. We sometimes wait for doctors to call for them and act as receptionists and then go in the room and cover for them. They have lives out of work, and we need to help them to make this as stress-free as possible. They have a much more relaxed day when they don't have to worry about stresses outside of the work environment. Open door policy. Our office door is always open to staff for random mindless chat or tears and frustration. Nothing is too big or too small. The little conversations build trust and communication. If we're trusting these people to look after the children in our care, should we not get to know them on more of a personal level outside of the realms of safer recruitment? Some of the personal attributes of these staff can bring such value to the educational settings, skills, experiences that we didn't know they had. When we make them feel important, it boosts the confidence, builds trust, and it does make for a better work environment. Family ethos. All of our staff refer to us as their grassroots family. They come to us when they have problems at home, and we're even the first ones that they tell if they have something to celebrate. We do all this not because a lot of the children that we have come from trauma backgrounds, and they need to see what normality is, not staged professional relationships, but warm, safe and nurturing relationships. So what does professional development look like at Grassroots? We involve staff in lots of the decisions that we make in the setting. We have a private Facebook group where we discuss lots of ideas. We make sure they're happy with changes and feel confident in knowing what we're doing and why we're doing it. Otherwise, the ideas just won't work. It's the same as the children. You can't throw marshmallows at their head and say that you're feeding them. We listen to them when they have something needs changing or something isn't working. They are the ones that do it every day. Let them decide how it's done. If it doesn't work, try another way. It's all learning, and it's even better if you can involve the children in this process. Empowering staff. We empower them and tell them they can achieve anything that they want to, and we support them through it when they decide to do so. Time in work time to do it if we're quiet, or letting them get off early to go and catch the bus to college. Their development and knowledge and skills is benefiting our practice, so encourage it and support it. Further education is so much more available now more than ever. Training providers offer training for up to level 5. Colleges and universities are offering distance learning. We help our staff find the right course for them that fits around their employment and their family. Upskilling workforce ensures that our practice is at high standard, and every single one of our team is completing some training, including myself. I'm doing an MSc in psychology. We work with the mentality of do as I do, not do as I say. So stepping back, I use the term throwing them in at the deep end. Personally, I think you learn more by doing it yourself. We're always there to offer support and shadow if required, but sometimes you've just got to have faith in someone and let them just get on with it, which then leads me on to making mistakes. Is this not part of learning? I don't mean big mistakes, but then don't we learn from serious case reviews? Mistakes are made, we are human. Pick yourself up, try again, and most importantly, learn from it. Is this not something that we try to develop in our children? Resilience. So why should we not develop it in our staff too? And this is Frank. Frank is our nursery empathy dog. He was here mainly for the children, but he seems to be quite the hit with staff too. Staff love being greeted by Frank in the morning. He's always happy to see everyone, and I often hear them talking to him in the staff kitchen whilst they're making the morning coffee. He supports our staff with children with ASD when they're feeling overwhelmed. We always marvel at how well Frank relaxes children after they've had some time with him, and he seems to do it so much more quicker than they do with us. He's a welcome distraction for staff. You just have to say doggy, and most children are distracted from a tantrum or a feeling of sadness. He offers that respite that we try to support each other with. He just seems to do it so much more efficiently. From a sensory perspective, Frank's lovely to stroke and touch. He sits with staff at lunchtime, usually begging for food, but he really does reduce their stress and anxiety. I've often found our baby room leader, Jess, laid on the floor cuddling him. She always says how much cuddle with him relaxes her. And Frank, no matter what, he will always love you, despite how critical you are of yourself. To Frank, you are perfect. So don't just take my word for it. Watch the video of Rachel.
It's like to be part of the team at Grassroots. Working at Grassroots is like being part of a family. All staff are seen as individuals rather than just employees. We're able to approach Lucy and other members of management with any issues we might have, and advice is given accordingly, but that could be anything from home life to parenting advice to issues in the workplace, and they will always make sure we're comfortable and we're happy to carry on with our day. We're encouraged and supported both personally and professionally, and we're also encouraged to further our training and further our education if that's what we wish to do. Working at Grassroots is not a typical workplace. It's not a leave your baggage and issues at the door, slap on a smile and get on with your day kind of place. The doors are always open for us if we need to talk. If we have a problem, either physically, emotionally, management will help us through it, and we're guided through our problems. Management work hard to ensure that all staff are happy and all staff are safe, because we all believe that unhappy workplace, unhappy staff makes unhappy children. Since being part of the Grassroots family, my self-confidence has soared, both in my ability to work with children and as a parent, and I couldn't think of a better place to work.
So your team are your most important asset. It really is a simple method. I know too many employers that don't value their staff and lose some amazing team members. We seem to have an idea in our head about people taking liberties and certain people not pulling their weight and how we need to deal with them. Don't get me wrong, I've had to deal with employees that I know wouldn't fit into with our ethos or haven't been what we expected, but we have a really low staff turnover. Because within the short amount of time we've been open, we know who we want when we recruit now. I don't usually refer to myself as a manager. I see myself more as a leader. I was shown a video recently of some guy dancing in a field. The video is called First Follower, Leadership Lessons from Dancing Guy. And when I say dancing, he was really dancing. It just took one person to follow him and then everyone was dancing. The emphasis of this lesson is that you must stand out from the crowd. You must be open for ridicule, but the key is to be easy to follow. You must treat your followers as equals. You have to be clear about the movement, not you personally. You need to value the followers. They are essential to your cause. I value my staff. I see them as people with feelings and a life outside of the nursery. Yes, it's hard, and sometimes trying to meet everyone's needs can be really difficult to manage. But as a nursery, we really reap the rewards. We have the most amazing feedback from parents. Our staff love coming to work and the children are thriving. It really isn't that difficult to look after people. And if you look after them, they will look after you. Thank you. Bye.